In this tutorial, we're going to use Solidworks to do FEA analysis simulation. Chapter 9. In this, we're going to have an assembly. The first one is the components which have been loaded, and we have a vertical bar being fixed, and we have a supporting bar. First, let's open the download assembly. From here, we can see there are some mates have been made to constrain the assembly, and therefore the assembly cannot be moved. This one is being fixed already, and the other one, the constraint have been created to make it fully constrained. Okay, we're going to start a new simulation, new study. Make sure it's static, and we're going to use all the default settings. Hit OK. Now you can see, once this static analysis study being created, the parts included and also the material assigned being carried on, and you can notice the global contact has been created. All right, so associated to each component. So let's see how this happens. We can examine this global contact. Right click, edit. You can see those are bounded. And it is called global contact. Let me change this one to compatible mesh. Okay, save setting. Let's save this one. Save as. I'm going to put an initial here. Hit OK. So convert to the current version. Hit OK. We're going to add fixture, fix the geometry. We're going to use this side. Okay. And I'm going to hide this to make it clear. Then we're going to add load force on this surface perpendicular to this touching surface, and SI 1000 Newton. Okay, let's see. And I would like to rename this one to be it's going to be component contact, and it's going to be no bounded. Okay, bounded. Let's see what's happening. Now let's create a mesh. We just use default setting. Hit OK. Okay, we have the mesh. Then let's run the study. Now we get stress distribution, we get displacement, we get strain. All right, so if we look at the displacement, then you can see, because it's bounded and this triangle deforms very little. It's more like It's more like those surfaces contact each other are like weldings. Okay, so this is going to be considered as a whole frame. Okay, so this is how it looks like. If we look at the contact visualization plot and do calculation, you can see here show all contact, right? So the bounded contact at those surfaces, okay, between the bars. Okay, we can also look at on the constrained body. Look at it. You can see the model is fully constrained, so we don't have any contact in this type. Okay. Bring it to isometric view. This is the first type of contact we created. Now let's create a new study with different setting. Hit OK. Now you can see we have global contact, which is already bounded. If we look at here, then we will be able to see, calculate. You can see all three surfaces are bounded. All right, so which is similar to the previous contact. Okay, now this time we're going to make changes on this one. First, it's bounded, and we would like to make it compatible mesh. Hit OK, save the file. And then this time we are going to make this one to be different one, which is contact, use this surface, and then make, say, let's hide this one for now to select this surface. Hit OK. Then we will have, okay, show this file. We will have the different setting. This is a contact. Okay, and let's say because this surface and this surface are large surface, flat surface, so we would like to make this node to node, and also we're going to make penetration for now. Hit OK to see. Let's save the file. Then we're going to fix the back surface as the last time we did, and then get the force on this surface, 1000 Newton. Hit OK. Save the file, bring it to isometric view. Okay. Again, let's hide this and make it clean. All right. We're going to create a mesh. Create a mesh. Use the default setting to simplify. Okay, we get a mesh. We're ready to run this simulation. Let's see what's happening. Run the simulation. Okay, let's see the displacement. Okay, all right, not bad. Let's look at the, okay, here's a little gap. Here's a little gap. Here's a little gap, shows the separations. Okay, So to match view. Okay, we can see simulation. This is trying to move because it's contact, and because this is bounded and here is bounded, it's more like a welded location. Okay, so let's see if we are going to make this instead no penetration, make this one to be allow penetration and hit OK. And then let's look at the calculate. You can see now we have allow penetration, and then we have two bounded surface. Again, if we calculate, it says it's fully constrained. We don't have any other surface on the constraint. Let's make the mesh again, and then this time you can see. Now you can see this surface is penetrated into here. All right, so that means you're going to, this surface will not contact here, right? So let's save the file. Okay, now if we look at this animation, right? So you can see this part is bounded, and this is more like being welded or being the joined by the fasteners, and also here is also welded or connected by the fastener. And here you can see this surface, because of being set as penetrated, allow penetration, so this surface will not affect the displacement of the other surfaces. The deformation is not affected by the deformation of this surface being contacted. Stop. Okay, and we can also show the mesh in the results, and you can see this is the final result of this study. You can also try to use different settings to see what's the result you will get and which one is more close to a real frame like this. Okay, save my file, and then this is the end of the tutorial.